Is there a question that you get asked every single time the most, and you're like, stop asking this question, and why is it about Jesse's girl and who Jesse really is, or who the girl really is?
That's the question for
Yeah.
sure. I guess wants to know, it's one of those mysteries. You hear about songs and the women that inspire them, or whatever, the guys that inspire them, and I guess it's making a song more real when people get invested in the song. Like my Sharona, Doug Feiger was a friend of mine from the Knack, and he actually started dating Sharona after the song came out. So and all the Beatles songs, what all those women that they wrote their songs about. And Jesse's girl was kind of disappeared into the land of myth. I mean, they tried to find her. Oprah tried to find her. I met her at a stained glass class, the girl. In 1979, I was learning to make stained glass because I didn't think I was going to have a record career. So I thought I could support my family with my stained glass mastery, which was fairly insane. But anyway, so Oprah went back and found the guy. It was in Pasadena. He died 2 years before, and they'd thrown all his paperwork out a year after that. So she missed it by a year. And no one's ever come up to me and said I was Jesse's girl, right? And I'd recognize her if she did. But yeah, I think unless something happens, you've certainly been out there long enough for someone to go, you know what, I think that's me.
Yeah.
No one's come up to me, so maybe it's just going to be myth.
Stained glass, that's such an interesting, I guess today we would call it a side hustle, or the sort of thing that you were thinking, maybe this is my thing if this doesn't all work out. Why stained glass? What was it about it for you?
I was out of my mind, basically. Didn't want a real job. Yeah, I don't know. I love art. I always tried to be creative with my hands, sculpting and making stuff out of clay. I used to make mirrors out of clay, Martian mirrors and sci-fi stuff, and sell them at the Rose Bowl for like I don't know, for $7, $8. So I've always loved that idea of arts and crafts, and I thought I could. I don't know. I just got this idea I'd always loved stained glass, and it was a fortuitous class. I was a really crappy stained glass maker, but fortunately I was an okay songwriter, so I got something out of it.
Maybe that's a lesson in all of us. Maybe that class or that thing that we're trying to do during the midst of the pandemic, maybe it's not the thing, but maybe the thing leads to the thing,
There's always a thing leading to the thing. I'm a big believer in that. I'm a big believer also in letting go at some point. I wanted to write hit songs all my life, and I think the moment I let go of that crushing desire, it all started to come together. And there's this Zen thing of chasing the butterfly, and it always escapes you, but when you stand still, it lands on your head.